Video games provide a fun escape from reality, though they're often portrayed as violent, lazy, and a waste of time by some. The debate has raged on for years, so are there any positive effects? Can video games actually make you smarter? Before we get ahead of ourselves, it's important to note that too much of anything is bad. Even broccoli. Seriously, extremely high doses of broccoli can actually be toxic. Heck, even water toxicity exists. So if you binge and do nothing but play video games, the risks probably outweigh any benefits. In fact, we have an entire video devoted to what would happen if you stopped going outside and the negative effects of sitting, link in the description. Having said that, many studies have actually shown increases in cognitive function after playing video games. One study in particular had participants play Super Mario 64 for 30 minutes a day over 2 months. Afterwards, the brains of these participants saw an increase of gray matter in areas associated with memory, strategic planning, and fine motor skills of the hands compared to those who had not played. These are particularly encouraging results for mental disorders which cause these brain regions to shrink, using video games as a therapy. Surprisingly, action games can also increase attention to detail in individuals. Take a look at the following words on screen and yell out what color the word is as fast as you can. So, green, blue, orange. Okay, now try a bit faster without me. As we continue, it becomes more difficult because there is a conflict between the word itself and its color. Chances are, if you play more than 5 to 10 hours of action games a week, you're able to solve these problems much more quickly. This is because your brain is actually more efficient in the regions associated with attention. Of course, video games can also be incredibly educational, and while you may not be playing some of your favorite games for this purpose, there are certainly many games that are used as effective teaching tools for both young and old. They may even help kids who suffer from dyslexia read more effectively. In a small study, dyslexic children who played regular video games ended up reading faster and more accurately, once again relating to improved attention skills. Meanwhile, other studies have found improvements in eyesight. Not only can they see smaller details more clearly, like tiny writing, but they have an easier time differentiating levels of gray. Very practiced action gamers were 58% better at perceiving fine differences in contrast, which is important as this is one of the first things to diminish with age. Even in the elderly, improved memory and focus is seen. More importantly, specially designed brain-teasing video games have been shown to slow the aging process of the brain by up to 7 years. This is because they are cognitively complex and require mental energy.
From the video we watched, we know that video games not always give you a bad impact. Video games improve your skills. So, check out what first is assist. In today's digital age, video games have been a major part of adult culture around the world. While some still view video games as a distraction or a form of entertainment, knowledge benefits. Growing research and observation show the opposite. Video games, contain intelligent and multi-player content, can be powerful tools to skill development. They can evolve hard works in all ways of the past and now of the content. Impressive experience that engage a range of non-professional and whether you're playing the fast-paced action game, a startup-based simulation, or a player in a player or mission, video games transform and building experience.
One of the most important skills in video games is problem solving. Many modern games are designed with vision, and challenge that require variety, critical, and coming up with solutions. This task all objects that think or copy obstacles, which encourages players to study and understand. Game like the radio program, creativity and out of the box thinking. Help players stand out their another skill development from video games is decision making under pressure. Fast, best game, Sports player can rule outcomes. This is often determined days of and overtime. Players consider adverse situation and make smart choices. This can be extreme. Siri, kemudian presented demand confidence, such are value of existing or anything.
Additionally, video games improve hand-eye coordination and motor skill. For example, games like Call of Duty or Gran Turismo require plays movement while responding to visual cues consistently. In fact, some studies have shown that surgeons or athletes who play video games tend to have better coordination